Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Leaf Classes. I am Anjali. Children, we have started our MCQ 10 on 10 series for semester 1 exams for ICSE Computer Application subject. And we have already completed 5 videos on this topic, and today is the 6th video for 10 on 10 series. And the topic for today is revision of class 9 syllabus. Children, soon we will be starting with section B questions also for semester 1 exams. So without wasting time, let us start with today's questions. The first question is choose the correct answer. Which of the following statement is used to avoid fall through situation? Children, I suppose all of you know that fall through situation occurs in switch block when we don't give the break statement after each case. In absence of break statement, the program execution control enters into the next case, right? The execution, the control moves to the next case. So break is must after each case. So the correct answer for this is option 3, that is break. So break statement is used to avoid fall through situation. If we have given break after each case, fall through situation will not occur, right? The next question is which is the alternative to switch in Java language? Children, here I want to tell you that whatever we do with switch case can be easily done with if else. But whatever you do with if else is not necessary that you can do with switch case, because the data types limitations is there in switch block, and switch always checks for equality, whereas in if you can give the ranges, you can give relational operators, but in switch it is not possible. So the alternative to switch in Java language is if else, right children? So option 2 is the correct answer. The next question is fill in the blanks with the correct option. A switch statement accepts dash type of data as input. So what do you say? INT is the correct answer, or byte, short, what is the correct answer? Children, if you notice, all these three data types are of integer type only, right? Byte, short, int, all three are of integer types. And we know that switch takes the values in integer type. So that integer can be of any data type, right? Byte, short, int. So all of the above is the correct answer. The next part of fill in the blanks is in Java, dash can only test for equality, whereas dash can evaluate any type of Boolean expression. In question number 1 only I told you that switch construct only checks for equality. So here the correct answer is switch, and if can evaluate any type of Boolean expression. If checks for any relational operator which results in true or false. So any Boolean expression if can check. So option 1 is the correct answer. Now we move on to question number 3, predict the output. Children, here I want to tell you that whenever you get the questions for predict the output, always first solve it yourself, calculate it yourself, and then check whether that option is present in the given option or not. If it is present, then that means you are 100% correct, right? So we move on to this. INT A equals to 3.14, INT B equals to INT of math.abs. ABS function is used to calculate the absolute value. Absolute means without any sign. It just gives the magnitude of the value. So here math.abs of A will give you 3.14 and INT of 3.14. That means integer value of 3.14 is 3. So the value of B will be 3. So you will get the print statement is for printing B only, and the output will be option 2, that is 3 answer, right? The second part of predict the output is int x equals to 10, do x plus plus while x is less than 10. Children, here do while loop is used, and you know do while is exit controlled loop. That means at the time of exiting from the loop, the condition is checked. So here when we solve it, x equals to 10, do. Without checking the condition, it will enter into the loop x plus plus. It will increment the value of x by 1. So the value of x will become 11. While x is less than 10. The value of x is 11. So here 11 is less than 10. No, condition is false. So it will not go into the loop again. So the value of x is printed outside the loop. Now what is the value of x after this loop body is executed? The value of x is 11. So the correct option is option 2. 11 is the correct answer. Right, children? The next question is true false. The smallest individual units in the programs are called as operators. Children, is it true or false? Yes, it is false. So what will be the correct answer for this? Here this is tokens, right, children? So the smallest individual units like identifier, literals, operators, all these are known as tokens. So the smallest individual units in the programs are known as tokens. This can be the question and then the answer will be true. Okay. The next question is break statement forces the control out of the loop and starts the execution of the next iteration. Children, please read it carefully. It forces the control out of the loop. Till here it is correct, right? So don't just put a tick mark based on the half sentence. Please read the question and starts the execution of the next iteration. No, here it is not correct. It takes you out of the loop, but it does not start with the next iteration. So the answer will be false. Although the first part, it forces out of the loop, is correct, but the second part is wrong. And when in such type of statements, if both the parts are correct, then only the answer will be true, right? Now we move on to the next question. Choose the odd one. Children, the options are num underscore case, num underscore cal, case 1. Which is the odd value in this? Children, it is case. Option 2 is the odd one. Why? Because all these can be used as identifiers. That means they can be used as variable names, function names, but case is a reserved word, right? So case is the odd one out of this given list. Next we have unary operator, binary operator, ternary operator and relational operator. From this list, which one? Yes, option 4 is the odd one. Why? Children, whatever you do, you should know the reason why you are doing that. Because first three, unary, binary and ternary operators, these are arithmetical operators, right? Arithmetical operators. So, relational operator is not arithmetical operator, okay? So option 4 is the correct answer. So here we have completed our today's 10 questions. I hope all of you are enjoying this series with me, and still we have time. We will be completing all the topics of your syllabus along with section B questions, right children? And many more surprises are also waiting for you in the near future. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the videos and no important topic is missed by you. You may join us on our Telegram channel also. The link is there in the description box. Keep practicing, keep working hard. God bless you, children.